Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome all my viewers, subscribers, everyone who tunes into my videos, everyone who's supporting me. Um, Give a shout out to the real guys, our uncle. Also, a shout out to Up Movement TV, Sasha Ice, Aza Mario, and I'd like to give a shout out also to Real Life TV and a shout out to Trill. So in today's video is I'm basically talking about my advice on how you should keep your home safe. It's going to be a quick live, nothing that's going to be too long. As you guys come in, you guys can hit the like, share. It costs nothing to hit the like. You can also subscribe to the channel. So basically, today's topic is about how you're going to be keeping your home safe. And how do we go about that? Well, most people are not aware that cover plates, blank plates that are left open to the electrical are more or less a hazard, and it's not allowed by code. What do I mean? If you have an electrical box that's inside of your house, and you see a box inside of your house with no cover plate, you should definitely contact, or you can even install it yourself. It's nothing hard. You can buy the cover plate from Home Depot, wherever your main electrical supplier is where you are, and simply place that cover plate over the existing box. Reason being is in case of a fire, um, that's how it basically spreads. And the rule states that all boxes should have a cover plate. So you want to make sure that you have your cover plate on. You also want to make sure that when it comes to your switches and plugs, that you have all your plates on. Um, Most of the time when I go into the homes, there's a lot of people that have the cover plates off. They're not aware of the danger that it can cause. But there was a rule change. I believe it was possibly a year ago, where it states that you have to have all electrical cover plates on your plugs and your switches. So it's very important to have those cover plates on your your plates for your switches, your plates for your plugs. Have them on. If you're going to remove them to paint, once that circuit is live, your plates are supposed to be on the actual device itself. And the reason for that is you can obviously have an electrical zap by just the plates being off and you touching that electrical switch or that electrical outlet. So it's very, like I said in a couple of my videos, with the heaters that I'm installing currently. If you go back to watch a couple of my videos that I've recently posted, where I'm doing the temporary power, and I've secured all my boxes onto the wall. So when it comes to even those things, it's very important to have them secured to the wall. Do not have anything just loose, because electrical is just there. It's just waiting. Um, Once you touch it, once you move it, that's when it reacts. That's when it's most likely to react. So never try to have a box that's a part of your electrical system resting on the floor that's going to be loose. You're asking for trouble. You're asking for you're going down the wrong path when it comes to electrical, because electrical is the type of thing, is the type of electricity that is it's stayed, it's steady, it's there, it's just waiting for it to be interrupted. And once it's interrupted, then that's when it's more than likely to happen. It has happened to me before where electricity is just there. Um, it's just in the air. It's just sitting there waiting to be used. And once you interrupt it, then that's when it's more than likely you'll have issues. Also, so thank you guys for tuning in again. My topic of the day is basically tips on how you should protect your home when it comes to electrical, and how you should go about making sure that your home is safe with simple stuff such as electrical cover plates on your boxes that are being used and don't have a cover plate. Also, when you're using your plugs and switches and you're doing your painting, you can also tell that sometimes, I don't know if anyone has realized that sometimes there will be a spark. And there was a rule that was changed in the code book recently about that. So now everyone is required to have their cover plates on. Even when I'm working, if I liven up the power, I have to put my cover plates on. It's a code rule now, and because of something that probably previously happened, and most of the time when we have a code rule change or a code rule that was implemented into the code book, it's because of something that basically happened. Oh no, sorry. Up, Mike Stevens. Not me. I'm just giving tips. I'm not sure why you say you're so sorry. Um, could you explain a little bit more what you mean? Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is electrical is very the power is there. It's just waiting to be triggered, and once you triggered it, then that's where you have the issues. Also, you will see a lot of people that when it comes to the lights, a lot of people don't have their cover plates on for the actual light. That's also like a safety violation, and you should definitely have they're called lenses for your lights. You should just definitely have your lenses on to make sure that it is safety wise. Also, when it comes to your smoke detectors, make sure that you have your smoke detectors all in working condition. Make sure that your smoke detectors are at all times functioning perfectly. Always remember to test your smoke detectors frequently. Smoke detectors are pretty often overlooked. It is the number one causes for death. A lot of people, for some reason, don't have the working smoke detectors. It's either by mistake or they're not pretty much aware of it. A lot of times, people don't even have a working smoke detector in the home. So it's very important that you make sure that your smoke detectors are working at all times. You test them to make sure that they do trigger throughout the house. Make sure that make sure that all your green lights are present on the smoke detector, and that the light is not flashing red of some sort, or not even it's not a solid red. For all those who has tuned in, I'm basically talking about tips on how to protect your home from electrical safety. Very important that when you see an electrical box inside of your home without a blank cover plate on, to make sure that you find the necessary means to put the blank plate on the box. Also, to make sure that you have the cover plates on all switches, all receptacles, anything that's in the house. Make sure that your boxes are not loose, as it can create a electrical shock once interrupted. So these are basically my tips that I've been talking about at the beginning of my life, and also very important to make sure you do have the smoke detectors in working condition. Make sure that your green light is always flashing or always green, should be green, and make sure that you test your smoke detectors frequently. Morning, the real guys are uncle. Thank you for tuning in. Um, just a quick live on the tips for protecting your homes when it comes to electrical, or even wherever you live. If you see that there's a plate missing on your receptacle, you must have that plate on, or any plates in the house. You must have them on, as they can create a shock when the plate is not on. And basically, when the plates are on, if there is a movement of electrical, you're basically protected by that plate that's on once you touch the switch. Um, Also, anything that's dealing with electrical that does not have a plate, make sure it's on. Make sure there's no loose boxes inside of your house. When I say loose boxes, I mean your stove plug, your dryer plug, um, your switches, that box is not shaking. All of these measures to prevent the electrical from starting. Um, Obviously, electrical is the type of thing that's sitting there and it's waiting to be triggered. So once you trigger it, that's when it's more than likely to react. Many times I've had some situations like that where I've gone in where the box wasn't secure to the wall, or secure inside of the wall. And reason for this is once you sometimes there's some screws on the side of your receptacles, and most of the times what I do is when I'm screwing in my receptacles, I will make sure those screws are in. Like I said, any little thing that those screws can hit metal, that's when you're likely to get the arc flash. It's also very important to avoid arc flashes. They're not the greatest thing to want to see. Also, if you do come across, if you are doing renovation and you do come across wires that are taped up inside of the wall, even if there is a flood that happened and you have to remove the drywall and you somehow realize that there's a couple boxes that a couple of your electrical wires that don't have boxes on, then there's a high chance that there is a lot more inside of the home. That's how the fire will spread. So you want to make sure that you contact an electrical contractor or a licensed electrician to install a box on those wires that are live. That's how the fire will spread. So, and when I say spread, what do I mean by that? So if your wires are somehow loosed inside of the drywall and there's no box to protect the wires, then that means that the fire, if there was something to happen, the fire will not stop or it will not be arced out at the box because you simply don't have a box. Most of the times, or all the time, once you have the box on your wires while being live, then there's chances that nothing will happen. And that's the reason why that the code book states all of your wires should have electrical boxes on them. As you can see when I'm doing my jobs and I'm posting my videos, also you'll see that all my boxes are installed. Every single wire that I have, my boxes are installed. So it's the code word basically. So yes, try to have all boxes installed at all times. Another key factor is when you're installing your lighting, you want to make sure that your lighting have your cover plates, your lenses. You want to make sure that your lenses are on. Lots of times I will go into the homes and see that the clients don't have the lenses on the light. So all all lenses are supposed to be on your lights. If you do happen to see that you turn that light on and it's flickering, then you basically have an issue, and it shouldn't be overlooked. Most people overlook when their lights are flashing, dimming constantly. A lot of people, a lot of times, they think that it's normal, but it's not normal. So you should definitely have it checked out to see what's the issue with it and where the issue is coming from. Don't overlook it. Um, Sometimes it could be just sometimes it could be just your light bulb. You somehow put in the wrong light bulb, and you will get that flickering. Or sometimes it could be, you know, loose connection, whatever the case is. So that's why I state it's very important that when you see your lights flickering, to have them checked out. Don't overlook. The longer you overlook, the worse the problem gets. Also, a lot of times when people see that the TV keeps tripping out of some sort, or if your dryer that you're using, your hair dryer, a lot of times the hair dryer, once the circuit is free from any other circuit being used on the same circuit. When I say that, I mean free from having another outlet that's at the same box being in use. Most of the time, your hair dryers will work fine. A lot of times, you will see that once you turn on that hair dryer, your light starts to flicker. Simply means that it's on the same circuit. And that's another reason why when I pull my washroom GFI, I pull my washroom GFI on its own to avoid those reasons of the flickering. So I don't mix my lights with receptacles, because then it creates an issue of the hair dryer making the lights flicker a lot of times. A lot of times also you'll see that your receptacles probably don't have the ground on the box. I also see that a lot with the older homes in general, and it prevents the plug from working at its full potential. So obviously you guys wouldn't know how to look for that issue. So it's very wise to when that problem does occur, have it checked out. Don't sit on it. Don't wait. Um, as grounding is very important when it comes to protecting your devices, your TVs, your microwave, your stove, your fridge, etc. No grounding, it means that if there's a trip that you are likely risking the chance of having having your microwave or your stove or whatever it may be um, to be damaged. It's also very important for people to use the proper boxes on the outside of your homes. And what I simply mean by that is outdoor requires that you have weatherproof boxes installed. Most people, or some places, will have just a regular box with the light on it, and that's not stopping the water from actually entering to the box. That's the reason why we use the weatherproof boxes. Um, you will soon see them in one of my videos where I use weatherproof boxes on the outside to install all my devices. Even if it's a box of some sort that you have to put on the outside, it has to be weatherproof, protecting from the rain, from the snow, from the water. So again, this was just a short live. I wasn't supposed to stay this long, and I was going to basically come on here and give a short live on the tips of how to keep your home safe. And I basically went into a lot more details of the steps to take and the tips to prevent these things. So I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to my video this morning, and I'd like to thank the Real Gaza Uncle for tuning in to my video, and also I'd like to give a shout out to Trill. Just hold it down, and clock is just clicking away right now. See you soon, and please also like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date to the content. Also, stay up to date to my videos that I post and my live streams. Make sure that you go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and make sure that your notifications are turned on to all. That way you'll receive my notifications when I go live or when I drop a video. And I will see you guys on the next live.